Imagine a world where everybody is connected. Imagine a world where somebody in Japan can do a transaction with somebody in the United States without high banking fees. Imagine a world no longer ruled by greedy corporate banks. There's going to come a time When we think of central banks in the same way we think about calling an operator to talk to a friend on the phone, this weird, annoying entity that came between us and the things we actually wanted. You aren't going to drown in fees anymore. You aren't going to borrow money from a bank. You aren't going to fight a half a dozen middlemen. It'll just be you and your money anywhere on earth. And once this happens, cryptocurrency could very well make the US dollar obsolete. Once people understand how easy this is and get used to it, the demand for legacy money controlled by a government and bank is going to plummet like a rock. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday morning crypto talk. This is Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type your name in the chat box where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion for entertainment, training, and educational purposes only. And it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So good morning. This is the last crypto talk of 2023. The last one. So let's see who we have. I see we've got Clairvaux and Muriel Albert on the line. Welcome. Kevin Strausser, good morning. Marnita Casa from Colorado. Melissa from the UK. Are you ready? You ready for 2024? All right. Nathan from Vegas. Steve Randall from Memphis. Janelle from Colorado. Demetrius from Texas. Jamal from Pasadena. Dorothy Mays from Tampa, Florida. Oh, my man Eldridge from South America. Eldridge, man, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you've done, what you've accomplished. You got out of the United States, found a bride in South America, and living it up. Congratulations. My man Prelvis Lofties from Corpus Christi, Texas. Eldridge said, and out of the Matrix. That's right. It's Gold Reserve Group from Toronto, Canada. I think I know who that is. Joe from San Francisco. Linda Wright from Virginia. Kenny Taylor from Los Angeles. Daryl Weston from Texas. Pat Amy from Texas. Carla Arrigo from Missouri. We are streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, and I can't say Twitter anymore, right? X and YouTube. So good morning. I hope you guys are ready for the new year. I mean, I know this is the New Year's weekend, so we won't be long this morning at all. And I only have 2 broadcasts left, this one, and then I'm doing a very, very special The Secret tonight. I only do that once a year, The Secret. And boy, do I have a lot to say tonight. Because, you're always learning, you're always growing, you're always going through things. Nobody is immune, but it's not what happens to you that's important. It's how you respond to what happens to you that makes all the difference, and the ability to understand why. It's like Eldridge talked about the Matrix. When Neo went to go see the Oracle said, "You're not here to figure out what to do. You've already made the decision. You're here to figure out why." And I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight. When things happen to you, instead of looking at it as I have bad luck or things just aren't going my way, instead, you've got to try to figure out why and what is this moving me to? And even better, what did I ask for? Because a lot of the things that's happening in your life is a direct result of what you've already asked the universe for, or God for, or Jesus, or your whatever religion you have. You asked for it, and the universe is responding. It just does not respond the way you want or the way you think. What trips up a lot of people is you don't know when the final touches are being made. What do I mean by that? Let's say if you're cooking a recipe, you're cooking a meal, and in the course of you cooking this meal, there's 7 steps that have to take place before the meal is officially done and cooked. But what if you're going into this kind of blind and you've gone to 3 or 4 steps and you say, okay, I'm done. But you missed the last 4 steps. The meal's not finished yet. That's where in Christianity, they call it having faith. You know, you're not able to see the end yet, but you have to have faith that things are going to take place, and you got to let things play out. I'm going to go more into detail about that tonight, and I am going to look at use myself as a prime example currently. You know, I share stories of what's happened in the past, but our story's not finished. Our story's not over yet. We are still living life. Just when you reach where you think your destination is, the world doesn't stop. You don't stop living. So there's always going to be new challenges, new obstacles, new goals to be set, new plateaus to rise, mountains to climb. And so I am actually going through it right now. And it'll be something that I will be sharing stories on for years to come about this moment in my life, just like other moments in the past. The difference is now that I'm older, I have more experience, I'm able to recognize what's taking place and kind of, I don't want to say enjoy the experience, but be in awe of it because I know what's happening. Where before I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand it. And I saw everything as bad and negative instead of that. This is a necessary process that you got to go through. Just like I use this one example, then we'll jump into the crypto talk. When we were trying out for basketball in high school, and when they opened up the gym, what's the first thing that every kid wants to do? Pick up the ball, run to the 3-point line, and start shooting up Jays like they're Steph Curry, or in my day, like they were Michael Jordan. But the coach said, put the balls down. And all we did was ran for like 2 weeks. They called it conditioning. Before we can even touch a basketball, we ran, we threw up, we sweated. I mean, it was hell. We couldn't walk afterwards. We had to go through pain. And then we were able to be rewarded by being able to pick up the basketball and do some jump shots and run the drills. But without us going through the pain, we would have never been able to have the stamina to be able to, do the basketball drills. We would have been winded. We wouldn't have the strength, the energy. So we had to go through that process. But at the time, as a kid, I was 13 years old, I didn't know. I didn't understand. I thought they called it Hell Week. Same thing, you go to the military, you go through boot camp before you do it. I mean, this is the process, and its life is this way. All right. So let's jump into some of our crypto lessons for today. So since this is 1 year in the making, I've been doing crypto talks now since 2017. And back in those days, I used to do at least two crypto talks a day. I used to call it early morning crypto talk. And then I did late night crypto talk. Some of you guys used to love that. That's when we got a little bit adult in that time, a little bit, not so much professional. Late night crypto talk. And sometimes I used to do 3, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one at night. Now today, there's far more crypto news than there was back then, and I'm only doing 1 crypto talk a day, and I'm still not even able to keep up with the amount of information that's coming in, which is why I say If you are consider yourself a crypto expert, I'm gonna point to the fact that you're probably gonna lose most of your crypto money. There is no such thing as a crypto. You might be a crypto expert today. Things change tomorrow. There's new information, but you're not learning. You're not keeping it up. I don't do crypto talks just to be entertaining. I don't even do the crypto talks for you guys. I do the crypto talks for myself. I just turn on the camera and I take you on the journey with me because I'm always learning. I got to stay up with what's going on so that I can make the right necessary decisions in my crypto portfolio in the future. So let's get into it today. And this has been a hell of a year, crypto year. This is from 2022. The second half of this year has been pretty good in the crypto industry. So our current crypto market cap is we're down 0.9%. Bitcoin dominance is below 48% at 47.7. Ethereum is at 16.2. This coin count went up. It was in the 10,000 range, but now it's at almost 12,000. The exchanges is also, I don't know, it's kind of, I think this was more, it had more than 1,000 at one point. Now, when the crypto storm hits, there's going to be less than 500 coins and less than 50 exchanges globally. And then it'll start to grow from there again, just like the .com era. Bitcoin up 0.4%. But week to week, for those of you who did not, I've been doing crypto talk all week for the public, but you might not have known. So you just hear from last Saturday. So if we go week to week, Bitcoin is down 3.3%. Ethereum is up 0.7%. BNB, BNB is up 18% on the week. Solana 7.5 on their blockchain phone. Ripple went up 1.6. It's still above 60 cents. Avalanche is down 12.6. Doge is down 2.8. Polkadot is up 5.4. Matic is up 13.7. Toncoin is up 9.6. Uniswap is up 21%. Bitcoin Cash is up 19.9. Internet Computer 22.5. Some pretty good weeks. I'm looking for an outlier the other way. Well, Immutable X is down 7.1. Monero's down 6. Shiba Inu down 5.3. Ooh, Avalanche, yeah, that 12. That Avalanche, I think, is the biggest loser of the top tokens. Let's see, best performers over the past week, and I don't understand why, but Craig Wright's coin, Bitcoin SV. Craig Wright is a self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto. He's been quiet lately. All right, and none of the news has hit my desk. Pancake Swap is up 36.3%. Corgi.ai, isn't it? We wrote this one down that we're watching, right? I remember I wrote this down. At what price did I have it at? It was at 0.0027. It's at 0.0026. So it's down since well, look, it dropped 8.8% in the last 24 hours. Okay. Still up 3.5% on the week. See who else here. Mina, whoa, look at Mina. Why is this out of order? How's Optimism and Corgi.ai above Mina and Ordi? This is out of order. Let me do this again. Let's refresh. This is weird. Let's refresh here. Okay, that looks better. So we got Bitcoin SV, Say, Ordi, Mina Protocol. I'm not familiar with this. I think this hit our radar screen the other day. Astar, up 42.9%. Pancake Swap, Internet Computer, Axie Infinity, Uniswap, eCash, Optimism. Look at all these coins are double-digit green for the week. So this was a good week in crypto. Who did not ride the wave this week? Bonk, a big loss. Good morning, Lori. Bonk's down 20.5%. Wemix 18. Avalanche down 11. Helium. Yeah, you keep dropping Helium. Down 10. Beam I had this while I was watching as well. I don't remember why, but I had this on the list. Down 7.5. Mutable X, Monero, Injective, Fetch.ai, Chronos. Okay. All right. Let's quickly look at some of the news. Might have hit us. JP Morgan CEO, Jamie Dimon, criticized for Bitcoin ETF role amid anti-crypto comments. What Bitcoin ETF role? Pro XRP lawyer John Deaton questioned whether being named an authorized participant by BlackRock was an attempt to mislead the public or engage in gas. Wait, he partnered with BlackRock? He's named an authorized participant by BlackRock. There's some collusion going on. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon is being criticized by the crypto community on X after being named an authorized participant by BlackRock, which dropped its updated Form S-1 filing on December 29th. Oh, this is new. This is new. So we already know BlackRock partnered with Coinbase, but you telling me they're now partnering with JP Morgan Chase? This is inevitable. Oh, I tell you guys, don't listen to what they say. Follow what they do. He was just running his mouth last week, negative against crypto. And he turns around and he's partnered up with BlackRock, bringing a Bitcoin ETF. Didn't I say that he was up to something? Remember, I said that last week. Said he must be up to something for him to say, be talking negatively about it right now. Every time he does, it's always followed up with him making a major move. And here's the major move. Hope you guys are paying attention because we called it. Commenting on BlackRock amendment, Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas said BlackRock just dropped its updated S1 and it does name the APs Jane Street and JP Morgan, which is kind of ironic. An authorized participant is an organization with the right to create and redeem shares. He did the same thing in 2017. I'm going to fire anybody working for me dealing with crypto. 24 hours later, he buys up the most Bitcoin assets off the Swedish exchange, is sued for it, found guilty, and had to pay a penalty. But the penalty he paid was like 2% of what he made. Then he comes out last week running his mouth again about Elizabeth Warren. Y'all need to shut down crypto. And what does he do a week later? Partners up with BlackRock to get shares for their ETF. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You think they care about irony? You think they care about hypocrisy? No, there's absolutely no shame. None. BlackRock's updated filing named Jane Street. I'm not familiar with Jane Street. How about that, Elizabeth Warren? Jamie Dimon's JP Morgan is involved with Bitcoin, despite its only use case serving terrorists, drug cartels, and other criminals. Or maybe you and Jamie Dimon are simply gaslighting the American public. Well, I know Jamie Dimon's gaslighting the American public. I haven't quite figured out what Elizabeth Warren's game is on this. Who's got something on her to why she's acting all so much negative against crypto? Somebody or some organization has got something on Elizabeth Warren, because what she's doing makes no doggone sense. See, in December 6th, hearing of the U.S. Senate Banking Committee and oversight of Wall Street firms, Dimon told several U.S. lawmakers that if he had the authority in government, he would try to shut down crypto, claiming Bitcoin and cryptocurrency's only true use case is to facilitate crime. Can he be sued for manipulation? Because you know what happened after he said this? All the crypto critics out there Started running their mouth. See what Jamie Dimon said? We told you this crypto stuff is fake. And then he turns around and is in bed with BlackRock and the Bitcoin ETFs. Crypto pundits have quickly pointed out the hypocrisy of JP Morgan as an authorized participant in BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF. Perhaps money laundering, tax evasion, criminal participation, and drug trafficking is their business as well, said crypto enthusiast Silver Zimmerman on X. If BlackRock wants to do all that, then fine. But how can JP Morgan do all that after telling Congress and Elizabeth Warren that this is what it's used for? And they did it in the same week. So they want all the uneducated public to listen to what they're saying because they know they're not going to pay attention to what they're doing behind the scenes. This is why I say it pays to be in the inner circle with crypto, with ILCA. We stay informed on this stuff. We follow the road, follow the trail. Says Elizabeth Warren's stance on Bitcoin and pointing out that Jamie Dimon is willing to be involved with Bitcoin despite negative associations with criminals. Deaton questioned whether this was an attempt to mislead the public. Yes! It's not an attempt to mislead the public or engage. It's both. He's manipulating the market. He wants it to come down. See, this is why people are asking me, Brandon, when the Bitcoin ETF hits, do you think that Bitcoin's going to the moon? I'm more in line that Bitcoin is going to drop. And I'm citing the CBOE and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange when they launched their futures contracts December 2017. Everybody thought Bitcoin was going to keep going past 20K, and it did the opposite because wealthy people are wealthy for a reason. And they sat there and was like, wait. All my employees, let me put it that way. All my employees got this Bitcoin up to 20,000. I'm not buying it at 20,000 and making them rich. Let me shake the tree a little bit, make them sell, then I'll buy the dip. And I'm more inclined that after the Bitcoin ETF, initially, there's going to be a huge bump because of hype and FOMO. But I think they're going to bet against the thing, and they want the sucker to drop, especially right before the halving takes place. And then they're going to buy bulk and ride that sucker all the way up. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Someone please bless me with something. Okay, here we go again. Let me block. All right. I know this is a new year. I know this is holiday season, but my platform is not to be used in an attempt to fundraise. All right. Pro-XRP lawyer John Deaton also expressed skepticism about Senator Warren's stance on Bitcoin. Is she doing something behind the scenes? Despite being deeply opposed to the digital sector, JP Morgan recently launched its crypto token JPM Coin on a private version of the Ethereum blockchain. The bank also rolled out, they're straight up, don't believe your eyes. Just listen to what I say. That's what I was telling Marnita. You got to watch that movie. It's funny as hell, called Don't Look Up. There's an asteroid coming. No, there's not. I can see it. No, don't look up. If you don't look up, you don't see the asteroid. Therefore, it's not coming. The bank also rolled out a blockchain-based tokenization platform in October, with BlackRock as one of its clients. It also contributed to a $65 million funding round for Ethereum infrastructure firm Consensus in April 2021. All right, what we got next? Bitcoin primed for months-long upward. Wait a minute. I want to stay on topic here. Senate Ethics Committee urged to investigate Senator Elizabeth Warren on misleading crypto statements. The CEO of the Chamber of Digital Commerce says the Senate Ethics Committee should launch a full investigation on Senator Elizabeth Warren for making false and misleading statements about crypto. Not the only one. I believe, in my opinion, that actually the entire Democratic Party needs to be investigated about within the last 3 or 4 years when it comes to anything dealing with crypto, even on their personal side. How much money and campaign donations were they getting from crypto firms, not just FTX? And then when FTX went down and the Republicans decided to use that as a wedge against, or a political talking point against the Democrats, hey, y'all was in bed with these crooks. And then the Democrats went on the complete opposite end just to prove that they're not in crypto, to empower Gary Gensler to act crazy in the Biden administration in the crypto industry. I mean, just utterly insane about it. But to me, it's like projection. They are trying to show how tough we are. We didn't take any money. Yeah, you did. Democrats and Republicans did. Democrats took more at that time. I think they all need to be investigated, because the reason is what they did afterwards is hurting the industry and hurting American consumers and investors in this space, because they did things, got caught for it, and then want to act badass about it, and we are suffering from it. So on their attempt to say we want to help the consumers, we want to protect consumers, you're hurting us. You're doing the complete opposite. Some of you guys are shocked at Brandon. Oh, he loves the Democrats. I love my family and making money. I love fair and equal treatment. I don't operate based on certain labels. I look at what's right and what's wrong. I am not holding up a tent where my side can never do no wrong. If you have that mentality that it don't matter what your side does, you supporting it 100%, you're in a cult. You got to have critical thinking, the ability to challenge. And I challenge these clowns. Senate Ethics Committee should launch a full investigation. Yes. Even Auntie Maxine, she needs to be investigated. Prairie Boring slammed U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat from Massachusetts, for making false and misleading statements regarding cryptocurrency in an interview with Fox Business on Thursday. Charles Wilson says, I'm too late. Senator Elizabeth Warren has misled the American people as well as the U.S. Congress on multiple fronts. The problem with these, this is why I'm an educator. I've always been an educator. When I talk about, people say, how do I make money in blockchains? What are you already passionate about doing? What do you have a skill set in doing? Just do it in crypto. Before crypto, I was an educator. I was a business mindset coach. I almost have a master's degree in teaching education, political science diploma. I'm an educator. And I call out things when I see things that are crazy. I'm like, the greatest weapon you can give yourself is education. So you can't be gaslighted or put on bullshit by people who think they're smarter than you, but they know more than you, and they're manipulating you. The greatest skill a individual can learn is the skill of critical thinking. If you have that, you're arming yourself so that you cannot be manipulated or gaslighted or end up in a cult. You have the ability to think for yourself, not parrot what you're hearing. No, I never had the talk with Auntie Maxine. My dad met with her, and my dad was letting her know, She asked how I was doing. But no, I haven't had that talk with her. Senate Ethics Committee should launch a full investigation. Senator Elizabeth Warren has misled the American people as well as U.S. Congress on multiple fronts. The Chamber of Digital Commerce chief began. First, she's misled us to believe that crypto has an anti-money laundering problem, and that's false. It does not have an AML problem. The vast majority of illicit finance go through the traditional financial system and legacy banking infrastructure. It's not happening in the crypto space. But the majority of the people out there are not educated on crypto, so they don't know that. So they just believe whatever's being told. Like if you got Nikki Haley saying, what was the cause of the Civil War? What is this, Jeopardy? I mean, you really you have a hard time answering that. Slavery. But instead giving some gaslighted dumbass answer to appeal to a base who doesn't want to hear about it. You're not helping people. Like if you have children, you can't protect your children from everything. They've got to experience things. They've got to experience pain. They've got to know that life ain't rainbows and sunshine, that there is bad out there. Boring, they then explained that every crypto transaction is recorded on a blockchain, adding that law enforcement has greater tools to track and trace on a blockchain than they do on legacy infrastructures. The second area in which Senator Warren has misled Congress and the American public concerns her bill, the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. This bill was introduced under the guise of anti-money laundering to fix the non-existent compliance gap. She has misled the U.S. Senate, and now 20% of this U.S. Senate is sponsoring this bill. You guys realize that senators and Congress people, and excuse my language, but a lot of them are dumb as shit as well. They don't know the law. I work there. I'm speaking from experience. Even I work for Congressman Jose Serrano from the Bronx. He didn't write his bills. He didn't write nothing. It was the what do they call him? It wasn't just office manager, chief of staff. He had a different title. It was his chief of staff. This brother, him and his staff wrote up everything, and then they put it all together in a folder. And then when it was time to go vote, they handed it to the congressman. He goes on down to the chamber, and he just reads what is there. They don't read all the bills. They get Cliff Note versions. They don't even, a lot of them are submit a bill and they don't even know what's in it. So you got Warren, Senator Warren going up there running her mouth, and all the other Democrats, yeah, and they know nothing about it. And they just go along with it as well. The Chamber of Digital Commerce CEO pointed out, if you read the legislation, you will quickly understand that the requirements are technically impossible to implement in a blockchain-based environment, making it illegal for U.S. persons to use the technology, which effectively bans it for U.S. persons. She stressed that if the bill passes, it would be absolutely detrimental for the crypto space and innovation in the U.S., emphasizing that misleading statements about crypto have been perpetuated by a member of the U.S. Senate, the crypto advocate stressed. Elizabeth Warren must be taken seriously, and the Senate Ethics Committee should launch a full investigation. I agree. Stop the crypto ban. I'll sign that. I'll sign that. So, the older I get, also the more dislike I have for politicians, and that goes for all of them. I don't care what side you're on, all of them. They gaslight and lie to the people because they know the people are too stupid to even challenge it. I also have a problem with, I can't, is it okay if I can't use the word stupid, right? What's the politically correct word? Ignorant? See, stupid is means you don't have the ability to learn. So that's not the right term. Ignorant is more of a right term. You're just ignorant of the facts. You're just not informed. Now, I don't even want to use the term uneducated because some of the smartest people in the world don't have a college education. 70% of millionaires and billionaires are uneducated. That's not the right term to use. I'm going to use the word ignorant, or better yet, willful ignorance. That's even better, because sometimes you're ignorant and it's not your fault. The school system just wasn't there to teach you, and you don't even know that you don't know. That's part of the secret. Unconsciously unknowing. You don't even know that you're dumb. That's the dangerous. But willful ignorance, where you do have the ability to learn more, but you choose not to because if you're afraid that what you might learn may challenge what you believe. I remember that they didn't like me in Sunday school when I was a kid. I was that kid that was asking questions that I wasn't supposed to. Like, wait a minute. If it's Adam and Eve and they've got two sons and one son kills the other son and they put him out to the wilderness, how the hell did he have kids? Who was he marrying? Where'd the other humans come from? Brandon, you don't ask that question. I ask every Bible verse, everything. I asked common sense questions to me. It was just common sense. But it was just supposed to believe and have faith, which I do. I have a foundation, but I have critical thinking. All right. What other one here could pop up? No, not that one yet. Not that one yet. Not yet. Tether. Oh, I was going back to this one. Bitcoin is primed for months-long upward phase, according to analysts. Here's when the bullish trend could end. A closely followed crypto analyst is predicting how long the current Bitcoin uptrend will last. Trader Ali Martinez tells his 38,500 followers on the social media platform X that based on historical 4-year patterns related to halving events, when miners' rewards are cut in half, Bitcoin likely has 2 years remaining in its current uptrend. Let me read that again. 4-year pattern related to halving, rewards are cut in half. Bitcoin likely has 2 years remaining. That's true. That is true. Bitcoin design around 4-year cycles driven by its halving events often mirrors its price action. Historically, this translates to 3 years of bullish trends followed by 1 year of bearish correction. I want to challenge that 3 years of bullish trend. Maybe half and half. Because we went through a dead period for a long time. Well, okay. 2000, this was a halving, 2016. And then the next halving was 2020. So look at this rise. 1 year. Oh, I see what he's saying. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. 2022 to 2023. He's right. I agree with this. And he's actually predicting the date where I claim it as well. The next one. The end of 2020. So 2026 to 2027. But before that, the year of 2025, it's going to be explosive. I agree with him. In a notable move, Bitcoin miners have sold over 3,000 Bitcoin, amounting to approximately $129 million. This substantial sell-off could influence the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at $42,000 at time of writing. The trader also believes that the native token of leading decentralized exchange Uniswap is in a bullish trend. It could soon cross $10 after flipping a key resistance level. Okay. All right. Well, this is the chart that I actually want to keep. This is a good chart. And this is straight from TradingView. Yeah, I definitely I want to save that image. Okay. In NYC, New York City bathhouse is mining Bitcoin to heat its pools and score a rebate on its $20,000 a month energy bill. Bathhouse? There's still things called bathhouses? Is this what the wealthy people do? I thought it was like a Roman thing. Bathhouse. Have any of you ever been to a bathhouse? Oh, I'm not going to be able to read this. Oh, well. A pool and bathhouses Flatiron District location due to open in 2024. Oh, this is new. 4 of the location's 6 pools will be heated using Bitcoin miners. I'd rather be in my own heated pool. I got to get back to that. I really didn't go swimming too much this year. All right. That's an interesting one. Tether CEO Paolo Ardoino celebrates USDT's $91.5 billion market cap. Tether evolved. Tether CEO Paolo Ardoino made a retrospective about the company's growth since its beginnings. In a post in X, Ardoino celebrated the current standing of the company with its USDT stablecoin reaching a $91.5 billion market cap on several blockchains, $4 billion in excess reserves, and a portfolio of mining, energy, and artificial intelligence. Paolo Ardoino celebrates Tether. This one's tricky for me. I still believe that Tether's going to be behind the biggest crypto crash in history. Tether and Binance, but Binance seems to maybe have gotten themselves out of it with CZ going down without Binance going down. And now Tether, they seem to be, Tether evolved. We listened to our community. We learned and improved. It's a process, always will be. No company has the luxury to exist without challenges. No statement can ever be truer. No company, let me repeat this slowly. No company has the luxury to exist without challenges. And that's why most companies don't survive their first year. It's what I'm really loving on the Vara side, because we have now been 1 year in business. And let me say something about this, because something came to my attention that some people don't like to be a part of ILCA because I talk about Vara. Are you freaking kidding me? Vara is bringing technology that is the future of Bitcoin on the Bitcoin protocol called Dark Fusion and SCL. So anybody that has an issue, because there's only 2 things that I talk about, my company, ILCA, and anything dealing with crypto. And ILCA is about me sharing my movements, sharing my wallets, sharing my portfolios, sharing how I'm making money in this space. And you can choose to be a part of it or not. It's simple, but you can't please everybody all the time. And I certainly, and that's going to be my motto in 2024. Because I learned something else. Even when you don't intend, people will still criticize you anyway. So if they're going to criticize me anyway, I might as well do what pleases me and makes me happy. So I'm going to have a new more enlightenment going into 2024. No, what's the word? I don't give a F attitude, kind of. We're making things happen, and you're either with it or you're not. I'm not going to be trying to placate and please people in 2024. That ain't happening. I did that in 2023, and you know what? I got screwed. So that's not happening again. Not in 2024. 2024, millions. We'll be talking about that tonight. Tether evolved. We listened to our community. We learned and improved. It's a process, always will be. No company has a luxury to exist without challenges, but the team kept its focus. Through the fire and the flames, we carry on. That's the theme. Keep your focus. What do I say? My 4 rules. The 4th rule is, what is your goal? Short term, long term. Where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? You got to start with the goal first. Most people are trying to figure out the roadmap first before they even know where they're going. People, here's how adults think, and it's ass backwards. Adults think, I don't have time to dream. Kids dream. I got to go to work. I'm living in reality. I don't have time to put my thought on what ifs and all that. I got to get to work on Monday morning. And that's the wrong thing to do. You've got to dream first. You've got to see it first. It can't be a reality if you don't see where you're going. I was listening to a story from James Worthy. You guys heard of James Worthy, one of the Laker Hall of Famers, Showtime Lakers. And he was talking about Larry Bird. And he said one time they came out of a timeout and he was walking down the court, and Larry Bird was walking with him. And Larry Bird told him, he said, this is exactly what we're going to do. They're going to throw on the ball to Danny Ainge. Kevin McHale is going to set a pick for Robert Parrish. And all that is to free up Robert Parrish to come and set a pick to me. If you go under, I'm sliding to the right and I'm hipping an open J. Or I'm going to pump fake and go to the lane. If you try to go over the pick, I'm going straight to the corner and I'm shooting the 3. And there's nothing he can do. And so what happened? James Worthy says, I am an all-star athlete, best shape of my life. I'm quick. So they ran the play. Kevin McHale set the pick for Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish runs and sets a pick for Larry Bird on James Worthy. James Worthy goes over it, says, I can get to the corner just as fast as Larry Bird. Larry Bird pops to the corner, shoots the 3, and just looks at James Worthy running down the court. Michael Jordan used to do the same thing. He said, I can give you my playbook, and you're still not going to be able to stop me. The lesson in this is, know exactly where you want to be and what you're going to do first. And then you work backwards on how you're going to make that happen. Because something I've learned in my 20 plus years experience is that you may have a goal to go in one place and you think this is what's going to get you there. And I realize that 9 times out of 10, it isn't. You end up being somewhere, something else completely is what makes it happen. When people set their New Year's resolutions and they got their plan for the new year, most of the time they end the year in a different place than where they started, and it wasn't where they thought they were going to be. And it happens time and time again. It just happened to me. Even though I did The Secret a year ago. You can go watch that. It's on YouTube. The Secret 2022. I had a plan because you know what? We had just joined Vara December 24th. So I did The Secret Talk right after that. Now, I am still with Vara, but there's a lot of things that have shifted that I did not see happening I did not see coming. It wasn't even on my radar screen a year ago. All right, I'm getting too much in the secret. That's tonight. All right, all right. Tether has not sat idle. Yeah, I don't know. Tether, I still don't trust it. And I don't. Why is the Secret Service involved with Tether? The company has also recently reinforced its compromise in the compliance area, revealing the tight integration with U.S. government agencies like the Secret Service and the FBI. Finally, Arduino revealed Tether's plans to develop new products for 2024 and consolidate the existing ones. They will be mind-blowing. So Tether, I don't know. I'm still skeptical about them. I still think they've been doing shady stuff and that it's going to come to bite them eventually. All right, who else we have? Reports state at least $1.7 billion was lost in hacks and exploits during 2023. How much money do you think was lost in the banking world, traditional finance, due to hacks and exploitations? 1.7 billion out of, what's the market cap? 1.7 trillion. That's way less than 1%. Way. Even if it was just Bitcoin, that's way 0.001%. But yet, Senator Warren, the Democrats, and others want to act like crypto's the greatest threat to financial system. Several reports that recently surfaced have revealed the extent of losses that crypto platforms and users face during the 2023 as a product of exploits and hacks. TRM Labs' latest report states that the number ascended to 1.7 billion, while D.Fi, another Web3 security firm, states that this number reaches higher to 2 billion. Okay, the global focus on cybercrime is likely to, at least in part, mitigate some of the activity, which is critical. Jamie Dimon paid more in fines than that. Are you kidding me? Now, of course, we're not condoning it, and it sucks if we're the ones that get hacked, but this is why you got to get educated so that you can put yourself in a position that you don't lose as much. Now, there is another guarantee I have in this space. I guarantee that you will lose money. I guarantee that. You will lose money in this space. All right. Wait a minute. What happened to it? Why did I close that down? I will get back to it. Anyways, all right. Next is Vitalik Buterin reflects on Web3's diminishing vision amidst rising transaction fees. Okay. In a candid evaluation of the current state of Web3, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin laments the fading vision of a decentralized internet. Oh, really? Oh, I'm about to burst his bubble. Buterin emphasizes the stifling effect of rising crypto transaction fees on innovation and broad-based usage of crypto. Oh, really? He points out the shift towards centralized solutions and the dominance of high-stake players, expressing concern over the changing landscape and culture within the crypto community. So it sounds like Vitalik just showed everybody what the problem is. Now, for businesses, the most successful businesses are the ones that have a solution to the biggest problems. Is there a solution to this problem? Rising transaction fees, stagnation, and a shift towards centralized solutions? Is there a solution to that? Yes, Bora. Fusion One, Dark Fusion Technology. We dropped the transaction fees to 0.0002 cents per transaction. Technology is now allowing for the amount to have just one user on Netflix. You have 341 users using Dark Fusion technology. Decentralized exchange on the Bitcoin protocol. See, he's coming and saying about Ethereum. But if we've got a solution for the Ethereum problem, do you think we have a chance of winning? I didn't say a guarantee. I said a chance. And I just finished writing this course on Web3. This is what I wanted to find here. Where is it? No, I gotta look at it right here. Give me a second. I want to show you guys. Da 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 da. I was just there. Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, well, I won't show you. I'll show you guys tonight. I just finished uploading all of our videos. All of our videos. The new ones that I just finished up. All right. So what's that next? Unlimited innovations versus 2,500 swimming pools. Huh? What does that mean? AI faces similar environmental backlash as Bitcoin mining. So they're going to be talking about AI's energy consumption. In recent years, attention has centered on Bitcoin mining, particularly its energy usage in securing the network and validating transactions through proof of work. Through proof of work. As generative AI emerges, I didn't publish it yet. That's why. There it is. Yeah, it's not. I didn't publish it yet. But yeah, we've got decentralized Web 3.0. That's ready. We've got the artificial intelligence and tokenization. These courses are all written. You guys have never seen any of these courses yet. This is what's coming for 2024. Okay. So in recent years, attention has centered on Bitcoin mining, particularly its energy usage in securing the network and validating transactions through proof of work. As generative artificial intelligence emerges as a major force in technology, it's encountering similar environmental concerns. Moreover, advocates of Bitcoin are drawing parallels between the criticisms of AI's energy demands and those directed at cryptocurrency mining. AI energy demand is going to be so much bigger than anything crypto has to do. So I'm not going to read all of this because I just know where this is going. The fervent discourse surrounding the environmental impact of Bitcoin mining and generative AI reflects a broader societal concern. However, the rush to sensational headlines often obscures the complex, multifaceted nature of these technologies. Beyond clickbait narratives, there lies a deeper need for comprehensive understanding and nuanced debate about the true implications of our advancing digital era, one that considers all perspectives and seeks to inform rather than inflame public opinion. Yeah, this is going to be, I didn't think about how big this is going to be as well. That's going to be an issue. Where's this? So we'll have to watch that as well, how they're going to play that. And I want to see if there's going to be a double standard, that they're not screaming about energy usage of AI, but they were screaming about energy usage of Bitcoin. Like it's going to bring global warming and all that kind of stuff. We'll see about that. But anyways, here's what's coming next. Oh yes. How do you get those courses? Here's the website. Everything ILCA. Everything ILCA for January. Revolutionize your financial future. VIP for the 5-day challenge, all of 2024. Inner Circle Live Challenge classes for January. 4 marketing classes, 1 per week. These are classes solely to learn how to market everything ILCA. Diamond Live classes, access to all courses for $99. I actually, I love this and I regret it at the same time, but I can't go back on it. So everything ILCA for $99. That's insane. When I started ILCA 2 years ago, it was $1,000 for 45 lessons. I'm giving you 150 lessons for $99 plus everything else. You want to take full advantage of this, and I will post it in the chat box, but let me go ahead and stop screen sharing. And Marnita's got it right there. And I need to create a banner for it. Yeah. ILCA.digital 2024 and beyond. Like infinity and beyond. So with that, thank you guys for an entire year of crypto talks with me. We learned a lot this year. I can guarantee if you are a part of our inner circle, you know way more right now than most other people, and you have a whole year's of knowledge, and we're going to continue it in 2024. I am changing the time. So we used to do it at 11 a.m. Eastern. I will be doing it now at 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. Next week, there is no scheduled exact when I will do a crypto talk. If I do one, it's going to be sporadic, and I will post it in our Inner Circle group. But really, the week starting on January 8th, we will get back to normal. And I'm planning on Monday night, January 8th, I will be doing a special live about Bitcoin halving only for those who have the 2024 and beyond package for $99. We're going to be, because we're gearing up and getting ready for the Bitcoin halving. I'm going to do a special lesson just on that. I'm going to write it up, and I'm going to do a special lesson just on the Bitcoin halving. But you got to be in the 2024 and beyond to gain access to that. So with that, I'll see you guys tonight. I'm going to go in on the secret. And if you don't join us tonight, it will be recorded, and I will upload it to YouTube like all my other years. And I wish you guys a happy new year. Tomorrow, there's all the football games. I know my wife's going to want to watch the Eagles tomorrow morning. And then I will be really off next week. So you're not going to see too much from me next week until January 8th. So with that, take care, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.